So on today's assignment, we were continuing working with negative exponents. And just as a quick refresher, in the box at the top of the page, it's going to review what the negative exponent rule means. So a negative exponent means you move the base to the other side of the fraction and make the exponent positive. Notice that the base with the negative exponent moved and it became positive. So in these problems below, we want to simplify, and at the end it's going to say we only want to use positive exponents. So we're going to have to apply our negative exponent rule. In this first one, we have 2 to the negative fifth. We have a negative exponent, so remember we're going to have to move this base across the fraction bar to make this exponent positive. So when I do that, I'm going to be left with 1 over 2 to the positive fifth. Notice that exponent became positive because I moved it across the fraction bar. Now if you wanted to go simplest form, well, what we could do next is this 1 over 2 to the fifth really means 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. And if you multiply all those together, you'd end up with 1 over 32. Important though that before you do this step right here, that you first move that term across the fraction bar. You want to end up with positive exponents before we simplify further. So in the second question, it's going to give us 1 over t to the negative second. Now notice we're given a negative exponent. We have to follow the exponent rule. What's the exponent rule? Move the base with the negative exponent across the fraction bar. We're going to take that t to the negative second and move it across the fraction bar. It becomes t squared over 1. Notice the exponent became positive. Another way to write this would just be t squared. So either option would be correct. Now in that third question, we're given v to the fifth times v to the negative second. So notice I actually have a positive exponent here, 5, and I have a negative exponent here, negative 2. What I'm going to do is I'm going to apply the product rule first. So when we're multiplying same bases, we add our exponents. So I'm going to apply the product rule here, and I'm going to be left with, well, 5 plus negative 2. And once again, the reason why we're adding is we're multiplying same bases. The rule is we add our exponents. 5 plus negative 2 would give us v to the positive third power. And once again, 5 plus negative 2 would give us positive 3. So that's why we're left with v to the positive third power. And there is another way to simplify this one, and at the end we'll talk about maybe a second way we could look at this problem as well. We'll continue with that one below, and in the one below we have y to the negative fourth over 1. Once again, move your term across the fraction bar to make the negative exponent positive. Y to the positive fourth power. K to the negative third, well, we're raising k to the negative third power. We can almost read this as, and if it helps, this k in parentheses really has an exponent of 1, and once again we're raising it to the negative third power. We're actually applying the power to a power rule, meaning we're going to multiply our exponents. 1 times negative 3 would give us k to the negative third power. And if we want to make that exponent positive, we'd have to take this k to the negative third and move it across our fraction bar. So final answer in simplest form would be 1 over k to the positive third power. Now I do just want to look at, there is another way to approach the third problem, and we can actually look at a different way to approach the third problem. And you may approach it this way. The v to the fifth times v to the negative second, and I'm just going to write that below. There is a second way we can look at this. So some people might have first converted or made this base raised to a positive exponent. So what we could actually do first here is we actually could have first moved the v to the negative second, moved it across our fraction bar. And the reason being, and the reason why we would do that is, now we're left with a positive exponent. So that would be a possible first step. And then we can actually multiply And v to the fifth times 1 would give us v to the fifth. And 1 times v to the second would give us v to the second. And from here we could subtract 5 minus 2, and we'd get v to the third. That's the quotient rule, dividing we subtract our exponents. Or if you wanted to use expanded form, you could write this out in expanded form. And you could have kind of divided your v's, and notice you'd be left with 3 v's on top, once again v to the third. So another approach to that third problem.